Have you ever looked in the mirror and wondered, when did I start to fade? Just a few years ago you were full of stories, strength, and that unmistakable spark. Laughing loudly, moving with ease, glowing with life. Now there's a slower step, a quieter voice, a dimming you can't quite explain. No major illness, no crisis, just a silent slipping away. What if I told you the real thief stealing your vitality isn't heart disease, cancer, or aging itself? It's something far more invisible. Something society whispers you should abandon after 60. Something so powerful yet so overlooked. It could be the key to not just living longer but thriving with energy, clarity, and joy well into your 80s, 90s and beyond. I'm Dr. James, a men's health specialist with over 30 years helping seniors add life to their years. In this video, I'll reveal a hidden truth about aging that most doctors miss. A truth that could change how you feel every single day. From a simple method to reawaken your body to everyday foods that fuel your vitality, this journey is about reclaiming you. Stay with me because by the end, you'll discover a final secret that might just redefine aging forever. If this speaks to you, hit that like button, subscribe, and tap the bell icon to join our vibrant community at Elders Wisdom. Comment, I choose to stay vibrant after 60, to inspire others. Let's begin this honest, life-changing conversation together. What's waiting at the end will surprise you. 1. The silent epidemic. Disconnection from physical pleasure. Have you ever paused to notice how life starts to feel smaller as you age? The days blur into one another, each one a little less vivid than the last. Laughter, once so easy and full, comes less often, replaced by a quiet stillness. Nights feel colder, even when the heater hums in the background. You might catch a glimpse of an old friend, a neighbor, or even yourself in the mirror and wonder, when did we start to fade? There's no clear moment, no single event, just a subtle dimming, a softening of the spark that once lit up your eyes. You might ask yourself, is this just how aging is supposed to feel? A quiet, numbing disconnection that settles into your bones like an uninvited guest. But what if I told you this isn't aging at all? What if this fading isn't written in your years but is a symptom of something far more silent? Something that has nothing to do with your age and everything to do with what you've lost touch with. Over my 30 years as a men's health specialist, sitting across from hundreds of men and women in their 60s, 70s and 80s, I've seen a pattern that medical charts and doctor visits rarely acknowledge. The aging process doesn't truly begin in your joints, your blood pressure, or even your memory. It begins the moment you stop feeling fully connected to your own body, the moment you ignore the quiet whispers of sensation, desire, and pleasure that still pulse within you, waiting to be heard. Our culture sends seniors a cruel, unspoken message. Physical pleasure belongs to the young. After a certain birthday, 60, 70, or beyond, desire becomes something to be embarrassed about, sensuality a relic to be packed away in a dusty box, never to be opened again. Society tells you to focus on medications, mobility aids, or routine checkups, but it rarely speaks of joy, of warmth, of the human need for connection. And so, many obey not because they choose to, but because the rules changed without warning. They stop reaching for closeness, whether with a partner or with themselves. They stop touching their own skin with curiosity or care. They stop believing they're worthy of affection, of feeling fully alive. The consequences are far more devastating than most realize. When you disconnect from physical pleasure, your body doesn't simply shrug and move on. It adapts in ways that harm you. Blood flow to vital tissues like your heart and brain slows, starving them of oxygen and nutrients. Neural pathways tied to sensation and emotion begin to fade, like unused trails in a forest growing over with weeds. Hormonal balance, the delicate chemistry that protects your mood, memory, and energy, tilts out of alignment. The result? Poor sleep that leaves you drained, low energy that makes even simple tasks feel heavy, and cloudy thoughts that steal your clarity. These aren't just signs of age. They're signs of neglect, of a vital part of you left untended. I've seen this firsthand in patients like Margaret, a vibrant 72-year-old who once danced at every family gathering. Over time, she withdrew, not because of illness, but because she believed her days of feeling alive were over. She stopped nurturing her body's need for connection, and slowly, her laughter faded, her steps grew hesitant, her spirit dimmed. Science backs this up. Studies show that neglecting physical pleasure increases stress hormones like cortisol, weakens immunity, and raises the risk of depression and cognitive decline. Doctors focus on cholesterol levels or blood sugar, but they rarely ask about joy, about warmth, about the human touch that keeps us whole. Yet, physical pleasure isn't a luxury. It's a biological need, as essential as food or rest. It's a signal to every cell in your body that you're still alive, still worthy of feeling. Abandoning it doesn't just steal moments of joy. It steals years from your life. The beautiful truth. That connection isn't lost, no matter how long it's been. It's waiting, patiently, like an old friend ready to embrace you again. All it takes is one small, courageous step to reclaim it. A step toward rediscovering the warmth, the spark, the life still within you. 2. Why masturbation after 60 is critical for longevity. Let me ask you something deeply personal. When was the last time you allowed your body to feel truly good? Not just comfortable or pain-free, but deeply, vibrantly alive, filled with warmth, sensation, and a quiet spark that reminds you you're still here. After 60, many believe this part of life, the part pulsing with pleasure and connection, is over. That was for when I was younger, they say, closing the door on a piece of themselves. But what if keeping that door open is one of the most powerful ways to protect your health, sharpen your mind, and extend your future? Biology doesn't bow to social taboos or outdated expectations. When you engage in physical pleasure, even solo, your body responds in extraordinary ways. Regular sexual expression, including masturbation, activates systems that keep you vibrant and resilient. Blood surges through your brain, heart, and extremities, delivering oxygen and nutrients to tissues that might otherwise weaken with neglect. Endorphins flood your bloodstream, acting like a natural balm to lower stress, ease anxiety, and promote deep, restful sleep. Hormones like testosterone and oxytocin rise, preserving muscle mass, strengthening bone density, and fostering emotional stability. Your brain lights up, stimulating regions tied to memory, creativity, and focus, keeping your mind sharp and engaged. Neuroscientific studies back this up. Sexual pleasure maintains flexible neural pathways, reducing the risk of cognitive decline and depression. A 2016 study in Age and Aging found that older adults who maintain sexual activity, including solo practices, show lower rates of dementia and better emotional well-being. I've seen this in my patients like John, a 68-year-old retiree who felt his energy fading until he embraced this practice. Within weeks, he reported clearer thinking, better sleep, and a renewed zest for life, not because he was chasing youth, but because he honored his body's innate needs. Masturbation after 60 isn't about lust or vanity. It's about longevity. It's an act of self-recognition, a quiet declaration that your body is still worthy of care, affection, and pleasure. This practice does more than boost biology. It sparks broader changes. When you reconnect with your body, you're more likely to eat nourishing foods, move with purpose, or seek out social connections. It's as if honoring one part of yourself unlocks a desire to care for the whole. Your body may need more time, more patience, or a gentler touch than it did decades ago, but it's still capable of deep, nourishing sensations. I've worked with seniors in their 70s and 80s who rediscovered this truth and found themselves thriving, not just surviving, with a spark that defies their age. Consider Sarah, a 74-year-old widow who thought her days of feeling alive were gone. After gently reintroducing self-pleasure with patience, she noticed not only improved mood but also more energy for her morning walks and a brighter outlook at community gatherings. This isn't about recapturing youth. It's about embracing the wisdom of your years while keeping your body's fire alive. The seniors I see who stay connected to their bodies don't just live longer. They live better with clarity, joy, and a resilience that radiates. So, the next time you think, I'm too old for that, pause and remind yourself, your body is still here, still capable, still deserving of feeling fully alive. 3. Common misconceptions that steal seniors' vitality. As a quiet spark of hope begins to stir within you, perhaps a whisper that you can feel alive again, doubt might creep in. A nagging voice says, "You're too old," or "This is shameful," or "It doesn't even matter." These aren't your thoughts. They're lies society has buried deep in your heart, planted by years of subtle messages and silent expectations. They're powerful, invisible forces that steal vitality from millions of seniors, convincing them to abandon one of their most potent sources of health and joy. But today we're going to bring these lies into the light, name them, and dismantle them together. Lie number 1. I'm too old for pleasure. This is the most pervasive myth, slipping into your mind from countless sources. Television ads glorifying youth, family conversations that avoid intimacy, even doctors who stop seeing seniors as sensual beings. Society whispers that after 60 or 70, pleasure is behind you, a privilege reserved for the young. But here's the truth. Pleasure doesn't expire. Your body still craves connection, still responds to touch, regardless of your age. Studies like one from the Journal of Sexual Medicine, 2018, show that seniors who maintain sexual activity report better physical and mental health. Giving up pleasure is like refusing warmth in the dead of winter. You might survive, but you miss the light, the color, the life that makes each day vibrant. Your body remembers how to feel. It's waiting for you to listen. Lie number 2. Pleasuring myself is shameful. For many, this lie is rooted in childhood, in eras where self-pleasure was taboo, shrouded in silence or met with judgment. That shame lingers, whispering that caring for your body intimately is wrong, selfish, or inappropriate at your age. I've seen patients like Ellen, a 69-year-old who carried this guilt for decades, believing her desire for self-connection was something to hide. But hear this with all the compassion I can offer. Caring for yourself is not shameful, it's life-affirming. It's an act of honoring the body that's carried you through decades of joy and hardship. Self-pleasure, done with mindfulness and respect, is a celebration of your humanity, a way to say, I'm still here and I deserve to feel. Lie number 3. Sexuality and health are separate. This is the most dangerous myth of all, convincing you that intimacy is optional, disconnected from real health. Nothing could be further from the truth. Sexual health is deeply intertwined with your immunity, cognition, sleep, and heart. Neglecting it weakens your entire system. Studies show that lack of sexual activity increases stress hormones and raises risks of depression and cardiovascular issues. Embracing it, however, fuels vitality, like kindling a fire that warms every part of you. I've seen patients who rediscovered this connection report sharper minds, deeper sleep, and stronger hearts, not because they chased youth, but because they nourished their whole selves. These misconceptions lose their power the moment you name them. When you say, "That's not true for me anymore." For the restoration method. Reclaiming sexual vitality step by step. You might be wondering, okay, I want to feel alive again, but how do I begin? The answer isn't found in pills, intense effort, or trying to rewind the clock. It's about presence, patience, and a gentle return to your body. The restoration method is a 5-step practice crafted specifically for seniors, designed to respect the changes in your body while reigniting its connection to pleasure. This isn't about chasing the intensity of youth. It's about embracing the wisdom and tenderness of who you are now. Let's walk through each step together, as friends sharing a quiet, transformative journey. Step 1. Preparation. Begin by creating a sanctuary, a safe, private space where you feel completely at ease. Choose a warm, quiet room, perhaps your bedroom or a cozy corner. Dim the lights to soften the atmosphere, and select a comfortable chair or bed where your body feels supported. Have a high-quality lubricant nearby, not as a crutch but as an act of care, like offering your body a soothing balm. This simple preparation sends a powerful message to your mind and soul. You matter. You're worth this moment. I've seen patients like Robert, a 71-year-old widower, transform just by setting aside this intentional space. It's not about the act yet. It's about signaling to your body that it's time to reconnect. Step 2. Relaxation. Before seeking sensation, invite stillness. Close your eyes and take a deep, slow breath. Let your shoulders drop, your chest soften, your hands relax. Feel the tension melt from your hips, your neck, your jaw, like sand slipping through open fingers. This isn't a race or a chore. It's a return to yourself. Deep breathing calms your nervous system, quieting the noise of daily life and opening doors to sensations you may have thought were long closed. Studies show that slow breathing reduces cortisol, preparing your body to receive and respond. This step is about creating space for your body to feel safe and present. Step 3. Awakening. Now, gently explore areas of your body you may have neglected for years. Your chest, stomach, inner thighs, or neck. There's no goal here, no agenda, just curiosity. Touch these places with kindness, as you would comfort a dear friend. Notice any flicker of sensation, however small. That warmth, that tingle, is life flowing back into places you thought were dormant. You're not broken, you're reawakening. For someone like Clara, a 67-year-old who felt disconnected after years of caregiving, this step brought tears of relief. She realized her body was still alive, still capable of feeling. Step 4. Focus stimulation. When you feel ready, allow your touch to become more direct. Let arousal rise slowly, like a tide moving in its own rhythm. There's no pressure to perform or reach a climax. This is about connection, not competition. Slow, mindful movements deepen sensation, honoring your body's unique pace. This step isn't about recreating the past. It's about discovering what your body can feel now. Research from the Journal of Sexual Medicine 2020 shows that mindful touch boosts oxytocin, enhancing emotional and physical well-being. Step 5. Integration. After exploring, pause. Place your hands gently over your heart or belly. Breathe deeply and let gratitude wash over you, not for what you achieved, but for what you allowed. You've come home to yourself, and that's no small thing. This quiet acknowledgement is where healing takes root, strengthening not just your body but your spirit. Each step of this method proves it's never too late to feel alive, to embrace your body with wisdom and tenderness. 5. Overcoming challenges. What to expect and how to succeed. Embarking on the journey to reconnect with your body is a courageous act, but real healing isn't a straight line. It's a winding path with moments of doubt, frustration, or even awkwardness. These feelings don't mean you're failing. They're signs you're stretching into new territory. Knowing what challenges to expect and how to navigate them can keep you on track, transforming obstacles into stepping stones toward a vibrant life. Let's explore the 4 common hurdles and how you can overcome them with patience and grace. Challenge 1. Unrealistic expectations. Many seniors begin this journey hoping to feel the intense, immediate sensations of their 20s. When those fireworks don't appear right away, disappointment creeps in, whispering, "This isn't working." But success at this stage isn't about recreating youth. It's about presence. Even a small flicker of warmth or tingling is a victory, a sign your body is responding, waking up after years of neglect. Think of it like tending a garden. The first sprout isn't a full bloom, but it's proof the soil is alive. For example, Linda, a 66-year-old retiree, felt discouraged at first but learned to celebrate subtle sensations, which grew stronger over time. Redefine success as showing up for yourself, and you'll find joy in the smallest moments of connection. Challenge 2. Inconsistency. Reconnecting with your body is like strengthening a muscle. It requires regular care. Trying once or twice and giving up is like watering a plant sporadically and expecting it to thrive. Inconsistency often stems from busy schedules or feeling unsure, but your body responds to commitment. Set aside time 2 or 3 times a week, not as a chore but as an act of self-respect. Mark it on your calendar, perhaps Tuesday and Friday evenings, as a 15-minute gift to yourself. I've seen patients like Tom, a 70-year-old veteran, transform his energy by making this a gentle routine. Consistency builds trust with your body, and over time, those moments of connection become easier, more natural. Challenge 3. Performance pressure. It's easy to fall into the trap of focusing on finishing or achieving a specific result, but this mindset creates stress, tightening muscles and closing your mind. The pressure to perform can make you feel like you're failing when, in truth, you're already succeeding by trying. Let go of goals. Feeling a moment of warmth, even briefly, is healing. Celebrate the process, not the outcome. Imagine you're exploring a new path in a forest. Every step forward is progress, not just reaching the end. Research shows stress reduces oxytocin, the hormone of connection, so relax into the journey. This shift helped Mary, a 73-year-old grandmother, find peace in simply being present with her body. Challenge 4. Shame. Old voices from the past may whisper, "This isn't appropriate," or "I shouldn't need this at my age." These echoes of shame, often rooted in cultural or familial norms, can feel heavy, but they're not your truth. Meet them with kindness, not resistance. Remind yourself, seeking pleasure is human, not selfish. It's honoring the miraculous body you inhabit. When shame arises, try saying, "I hear you, but I choose to care for myself now." Studies like one from Psychology Today, 2021, show self-compassion reduces emotional barriers, making healing easier. You're not alone in this struggle, but every gentle act of self-acceptance chips away at that shame. The seniors who succeed in this journey aren't those with perfect technique or unwavering confidence. They're those who show up, stay gentle, and celebrate small victories. Each step builds confidence, paving the way for a life that feels vibrant, connected, and truly yours. Be patient, be kind, and trust that every moment you invest in yourself is a seed planted for a brighter, fuller future. 6. Fueling vitality. The role of nutrition in reawakening pleasure. What if the spark you're seeking, the warmth, the tingle, the quiet joy of feeling alive, doesn't just live in your bedroom but starts on your plate? Physical pleasure, like every part of your health, needs fuel. Nutrients that ignite blood flow, balance hormones, and awaken your body's sensitivity. Too many seniors blame themselves for fading desire, thinking it's just age creeping in. But the truth is, your diet might be starving your vitality, quietly dimming the fire that once burned brightly. The good news: you can reignite that spark with simple, everyday foods that send a powerful message to your body. It's safe to feel again. Certain foods are like keys, unlocking your body's ability to reconnect with sensation. Take beets, for instance. These humble root vegetables are rich in nitrates, which boost nitric oxide, a molecule that widens blood vessels, improving circulation not just to your heart and brain but to intimate areas as well. A 2017 study in Nutrients found that beet juice enhances blood flow, supporting physical responsiveness. Avocados, packed with heart-healthy fats and vitamin E, nourish your tissues and support hormone production, keeping your body supple and responsive. I've seen patients like Susan, a 68-year-old who added avocado to her daily toast and noticed not only softer skin but a subtle return of energy and sensitivity. Salmon, loaded with omega-3 fatty acids, is another powerhouse. These fats reduce inflammation, supporting heart health and sexual function by ensuring smooth blood flow. A study from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, 2019, showed omega-3s improve cardiovascular health, which directly impacts your body's ability to feel and respond. Eggs are often overlooked but are rich in choline and vitamin D, both of which boost testosterone levels in men and women after 60, fueling desire and strength. Scrambled eggs for breakfast could be more than a meal. It's a step toward vitality. Don't underestimate garlic. Beyond warding off colds, it improves blood flow and lowers blood pressure, making your body more relaxed and receptive. A small clove in your evening stir-fry can work wonders. And then there's dark chocolate. A square or two after dinner releases endorphins and serotonin, fostering a state of calm and openness that makes pleasure easier to access. Research in the Journal of Sexual Medicine, 2021, links cocoa's antioxidants to improved mood and sexual well-being. For someone like David, a 72-year-old who started enjoying a nightly piece of dark chocolate, this small ritual became a gateway to feeling more connected to his body. These foods aren't exotic or expensive. They're choices you can make today, in your own kitchen. A meal isn't just sustenance. It's a love letter to your body, a signal that you're ready to nurture its capacity for joy. Imagine a simple dinner: a salad with avocado and roasted beets, a piece of grilled salmon, and a bite of dark chocolate for dessert. Each bite is a conscious step toward reconnection, fueling not just your physical health but your spirit. Tonight, try this. Add one of these foods to your meal. Slice an avocado, roast a beet, or savor a square of dark chocolate. Notice how it feels to choose nourishment with intention. Every bite is a quiet, powerful act of self-care, whispering to your body, "You're still here and you deserve to thrive." These small choices accumulate, building a foundation for a life that feels vibrant, connected, and full of possibility. Your body is listening. Feed it the fuel it needs to shine. 7. The power of mindful touch. A daily practice for longevity. Beyond the intimacy of reconnecting with your body's capacity for pleasure, there's a simpler, yet profoundly powerful practice that can amplify your vitality. Mindful touch. Imagine taking just 5 minutes each day to place your hand gently over your heart, belly, or thighs, breathing deeply, and feeling the warmth of your own presence. This small act can lower anxiety, ease chronic pain, and sharpen your memory, offering a quiet reset for both body and mind. It's not about seeking pleasure. It's about being fully present with yourself, a reminder that you're still here, still worthy, still alive. Mindful touch is like pressing a reset button for your entire being. Studies, such as one published in Frontiers in Psychology 2020, show that gentle, intentional touch releases oxytocin, often called the bonding hormone, which calms your nervous system and reduces stress hormones like cortisol. This biochemical shift lowers blood pressure, soothes anxiety, and even dampens chronic pain signals, which many seniors face daily. For someone like Margaret, a 70-year-old who struggled with sleepless nights and joint discomfort, incorporating mindful touch into her morning routine brought a sense of calm she hadn't felt in years. Within weeks, she noticed not only less pain but also a brighter mood and clearer focus. This practice also strengthens your brain. Research from Neuroscience Letters 2019 indicates that regular touch, even self-administered, stimulates neural pathways linked to emotional regulation and memory. By engaging these pathways, mindful touch can reduce the risk of cognitive decline, helping you stay sharp and engaged. It's as if each gentle touch tells your brain, "Keep these connections alive." Beyond the science, there's something deeply human about this act. It's a moment to acknowledge your body's resilience, the decades it's carried you through joys and challenges. Here's how to start. Each morning, find a quiet space, perhaps by your bedroom window or in a cozy chair. Sit comfortably, close your eyes, and place your hands gently on your chest, feeling the rise and fall of your breath. If you prefer, rest them on your belly or thighs. Breathe slowly, deeply, noticing the warmth of your hands, the rhythm of your heartbeat. Let thoughts drift without judgment. This isn't about doing it right, but about being present. Picture your touch as a soft light, warming the parts of you that feel tired or forgotten. 5 minutes is enough to begin, though you may find yourself lingering longer as it feels like coming home. For James, a 75-year-old retiree, this practice became a lifeline after losing his spouse. The simple act of placing his hands over his heart each morning helped him feel grounded, reducing the loneliness that once overwhelmed him. Over time, this daily ritual boosts emotional resilience, fostering a sense of inner strength that spills into other areas of life. Better conversations with friends, more energy for hobbies, or simply a lighter heart. It also reduces inflammation, a key driver of aging-related diseases, as shown in a 2021 study in Psychoneuroendocrinology. Mindful touch isn't just a practice. It's a quiet rebellion against the idea that aging means fading. It's a declaration that your body, with all its wisdom and scars, deserves care. By weaving this into your daily life, you're not just adding years but filling them with clarity, calm, and a fuller sense of being. Start today with one gentle touch and let it remind you, you're still here, still vibrant, still worthy of a life that feels deeply, joyfully yours. You're still here, and that means something powerful. You've chosen to reclaim your vitality, to believe you're worthy of joy, connection, and a life that glows. Aging isn't about fading. It's about evolving, about honoring the body that's carried you through decades. The restoration method, nourishing foods, and mindful touch aren't just tools. They're invitations to rewrite your story with strength, dignity, and warmth. You don't need pills or impossible workouts. You need patience, curiosity, and the courage to say, I still matter. Start small, stay gentle, and watch how your body responds with energy, clarity, and a spark you thought was lost. If this journey resonated with you, join our Elders Wisdom community. Hit like, subscribe, and tap the bell icon to never miss a video that could change how you age. Share this message by commenting, I choose to stay vibrant after 60. Your words might lift someone else today. If you feel inspired, support us via the Super Thanks button. Every gift helps us bring more truth and hope to seniors like you. Here's a question to spark conversation. What's one small step you'll take today to reconnect with your body? Whether it's a mindful touch, a nourishing meal, or a moment of self-kindness. Drop it in the comments. Let's inspire each other. In our next video, we'll explore 5 morning habits to boost energy after 70. Until then, stay gentle, stay open, and never forget, you are worthy of a life bursting with joy. See you soon.